Hello, welcome. This is Kenneth Wong, contributing editor for Desktop Engineering magazine. Once in a while at a trade show or a conference, someone would ask me, "Are you on Twitter?" Well, yes, I am. Sometimes that same person would say, "I don't get it. What's that? What do you do when you're on there?" One of my favorite writers, George Orwell, wrote an essay called Why I Write. So I figure I should put together a short video clip called Why I Tweet. For those of you who are not up on Twitter lingo, to tweet is to send out short, instant messages written in 140 characters or less. These messages are also called tweets, by the way. As I see it, Twitter is like your own little personal broadcasting service. Your followers are your audience. Those who have opted to tune in to your tweets because they see something worthwhile in what you might say, or they simply want to get to know you better. Maybe they know you in real life, or know somebody who knows you, or they have stumbled on your profile through a keyword search. According to the brains behind Twitter, it's a social media where people share the answer to one simple question: what are you doing? I might add, most people use it to tell others what's on their mind, or pose questions that they can't answer on their own. Once I was writing a blog post about the growing interest in CAD software that's traditionally available on Windows platform, going over to the Mac platform. As it happens, I'm working on Windows, but I want to get some feedback from Mac users or people who are running CAD software on Mac. So naturally, I sent out a tweet. Remember what I told you about Twitter being a broadcasting service? Well, each of your followers is also his or her own broadcasting service. So someone repeated my tweet. It's also known as RT for short. In essence, my original inquiry went much further than my own network. 24 hours later, I got the input I need. Some came in as tweets, others as comments to my blog. There was also another time when I tried to log on to an Autodesk portal, Autodesk Labs, to fact check something I'm about to report on. For some reason, I kept getting an error message. So was it my browser, or was the site down? So I did what a Twitter user would do. I tweeted a question. 15 minutes later, Sean Hurley, an Autodesk blogger, responded. And I got the answer I needed. By the way, I know many people who think of Twitter's potential as a sales tool or a marketing tool. It's a free country. You're welcome to use it any way you see fit. But I'd like to share a quote with you. Dora Smith, a fellow Twitter user and a friend of mine who works in the PR industry, shared this as a tweet. Apparently, Lars Landers, president of the consulting firm Landers Associates, once said, "The allure to violate the implicit social media code to converse rather than promote is just too tempting to resist for many promotionally minded managers. It's a classic case of killing the goose that laid the golden eggs. If you use it for promotion or propaganda, you do so at your peril." Personally, I couldn't agree with Les more. The point is, we don't like it when someone sends spam to our Outlook inbox. So we don't like it when it comes through Twitter as tweets either. If your followers notice that you have a tendency to send out product announcements and sales pitches most of the time, they'll tune you out the next time you tweet. I believe the best approach to Twitter is to get to know people who have something in common with you, to include them in your brainstorming, to solicit input from the community at large, to share news, good or bad, that reflect who you really are. So if you have some feedback on my articles or blog posts, or if you'd just like to know what I'm having for lunch or where I go for my midday coffee, come find me on Twitter at Kenneth Wong SF. And you can also find Desktop Engineering's editor-in-chief Steve Robbins on Twitter at DE Editor. Till next time, this is Kenneth Wong for Desktop Engineering saying, see you on Twitter.